Have you ever wondered if your cat really suffers from the cold in winter? Maybe you think you're protecting them by turning up the heat, closing all the windows, or covering them with a warm blanket. But what seems like a gesture of love could actually hide risks to their health. Every year, countless domestic cats develop problems during winter: dehydration, respiratory stress, energy drops, and real signs of physical discomfort. And the most disturbing part? All of this stems from common mistakes in winter cat care that owners make without knowing it. It's very likely that you're making at least one of these mistakes too, putting your feline's well-being at risk during the coldest months of the year. If you want to discover how to ensure truly effective care for your cat in winter, like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. You're about to learn how to protect them properly, avoiding mistakes that may seem small, but have serious consequences. Let's start right away with the first mistake, the one that so many people make as soon as the cold arrives. Mistake 1. Turning up the heat too much. Have you ever noticed that your cat drinks less water when you turn on the radiators? Many owners think this is normal, but it's actually a warning sign that shouldn't be underestimated. When you increase the temperature in your home during winter, the air becomes extremely dry. This dryness removes moisture from everything in the environment, including your cat's skin, nose, and lungs. The problem is that felines already have a naturally low propensity to drink water, so this invisible loss of hydration accumulates day after day without you noticing. Over time, progressive dehydration thickens the urine, stresses the kidneys, and increases the risk of urinary infections. At first, the symptoms can be almost imperceptible. You might only notice that your cat visits the litter box less frequently or sits next to it longer than usual. These are signs that their body is struggling to compensate for the lack of fluids. The solution is simpler than you think. Reintroduce moisture into their environment. Use a humidifier in the main room and place cat water fountains in different spots around the house. Running water naturally stimulates felines to drink more. Reduce the amount of dry food and, when possible, offer wet food warm to body temperature. This small change can make a huge difference in protecting their kidneys during the driest months of the year. And stay with me, because soon I'll tell you about an even more harmful habit than this one, which I'm sure happens every year in your home too. Mistake 2. Closing the windows completely. Have you ever felt that sensation of heavy air in your home during winter, even when the temperature is comfortable? This happens because by sealing every window to retain heat, you're also trapping something else. The air your cat breathes becomes stagnant, filled with dust, carbon dioxide, and microscopic allergens that irritate their lungs and eyes. Cats are extremely sensitive to air quality. In a closed and poorly ventilated environment, their body must work much harder to get clean oxygen. Over time, this can lead to chronic fatigue, frequent sneezing, and what many owners mistake for laziness. But it's not laziness, it's exhaustion caused by poor air circulation. Here's a solution as simple as it is effective that can literally add years to your cat's life. Open a window for a few minutes every day, especially when the sun is out. No matter how cold it is outside, your home needs fresh air. Let the fresh air circulate in the room, but make sure your cat isn't exposed to direct drafts. If you live in areas with particularly harsh winters, invest in a good air purifier to keep the environment healthy. Your home will remain cozy, but your cat will breathe better and feel more energetic. Mistake 3. Letting them sleep on cold floors or metal radiators. Have you ever noticed how your cat changes their resting spots when winter arrives? Sometimes they curl up on the floor near a heater or lean against a radiator. It looks adorable, but it hides risks. Cold floors cause sudden thermal shocks. The body transitions too quickly from warm to cold, forcing muscles and joints to contract. This stiffness causes discomfort that persists for hours, especially in older cats. Radiators present the opposite danger. Direct heat can dry out the skin, irritate the pores, and cause dehydration. The solution is to offer safe and balanced warmth. Create layered resting areas, blanket, towel, and raised bed. If you use a heating pad, choose one for pets with automatic shutoff. Regular heating pads can overheat dangerously. Always insert a towel between the pad and the bed to avoid direct contact. These details keep your cat comfortable and safe during the cold months. Mistake 4. Using scented candles and essential oil diffusers. Do you like filling your home with scented candles or diffusers? For your cat, this atmosphere can become toxic. Many candles and essential oils release substances that felines cannot metabolize. Scents like cinnamon, pine, or eucalyptus accumulate in their system, irritating lungs and liver. You might notice frequent sneezing or that they avoid certain rooms. Even natural products can be harmful. Choose unscented candles made from soy wax or use air purifiers that are safe for cats. Mistake 5. Increasing food portions in winter. Do you give your cat extra food in winter? Most owners do this without knowing how harmful it is. During the cold months, cats move less and burn fewer calories. That extra spoonful accumulates, causing weight gain that affects joints, heart, and grooming ability. The right approach is about quality, not quantity. Keep portions consistent with their activity level. Serve wet food warm to body temperature. It increases hydration and satiety. Treats are fine in moderation, but in winter, every calorie counts. Have you ever noticed changes in your cat's behavior during winter? Lethargy, less thirst, more nervousness? Share your experience. Your comment could help others protect their cat better during the cold months. Mistake 6. Skipping playtime because it's too cold. Do you think your cat sleeps more in winter because of tiredness? That's what most owners believe, but it's actually one of the most common mistakes. The truth is that many cats sleep out of boredom, not from a real need for rest. When the days get shorter and the house becomes quieter and more static, their natural hunting instinct progressively weakens. Cats are predators programmed to chase, hunt, and pounce multiple times a day. This isn't just a pastime. It's a biological necessity that regulates their hormonal and mental balance. When this routine completely disappears, stress hormones in their body begin to increase. Without an outlet for accumulated energy, your cat can develop a series of problems: rapid weight gain, unexplained irritability, and even destructive behaviors like scratching furniture more aggressively, biting suddenly for no apparent reason, or meowing insistently during the night. Many owners interpret these signals as tantrums or personality changes, without realizing that their cat is simply suffering from repressed frustration and lack of mental stimulation. The good news is that you don't need long, exhausting play sessions to completely solve the problem. Just 10 minutes of concentrated, quality activity twice a day is enough to restore their psychophysical balance. What matters is consistency and the type of play you offer. Use toys that mimic real prey, feather wands that simulate birds, small moving mice that resemble rodents, or balls that roll unpredictably. These stimuli activate the cat's predatory instinct, making them feel alive and fulfilled. And there's a fundamental detail that many ignore: always let your cat win at the end of the play session. That simple victory, that moment when they finally catch the prey, releases dopamine in their brain. It's the same neurotransmitter that helps them feel calm, satisfied, and mentally balanced. Without this final reward, play can become frustrating instead of liberating. Remember, winter is not an excuse to neglect your cat's physical activity. In fact, it's precisely when they need it most to compensate for the reduction in natural stimuli and maintain their mental well-being intact. Mistake 7. Neglecting grooming. When the coat thickens. Have you ever skipped brushing your cat in winter because their coat looked perfect on its own? That's what most owners do, and it's one of the most serious seasonal mistakes. In cold months, cats develop a thicker coat to stay warm, But this extra layer traps dust, oils, and static electricity. Without regular grooming, these layers turn into knots that pull the skin and block airflow. Over time, this causes mild irritation, dandruff, and even painful tangles that make the cat's movements stiff. You might notice them repeatedly licking a specific area or avoiding being touched on their back, small signs of discomfort that go unnoticed. Brushing isn't just about aesthetics, it's how you help their skin breathe. A quick 2-minute brushing every day removes dead fur, distributes natural oils, and prevents knot formation. If your cat hates brushes, try a soft grooming glove or a damp microfiber cloth to mimic petting. This also reduces static electricity buildup, which can make cats nervous during dry winter air. Mistake 8. Holiday guests and routine chaos. Have you ever noticed that your cat behaves in a detached way or hides when guests arrive during the holidays? It's not an attitude of superiority, it's pure anxiety. Cats rely on routine and familiarity much more than we imagine. When the house fills with new people, new smells, louder voices, and children running around, their safe world suddenly becomes unpredictable. Even small changes, like closing a familiar door or moving furniture to make space, can confuse them. The constant noise, laughter, and movement can overload their senses, leaving them tense for hours even after everyone has left. To your guests, your cat simply seems shy or antisocial. But inside them, stress hormones increase, appetite decreases, and the immune system weakens. The solution is to protect their routine. Keeping feeding, play, and sleep schedules consistent is essential. Create a quiet room with their bed where they can retreat when things get too intense, and consider using natural pheromones like feline to help your cat manage stress. I've tried it personally, and it really works. Remember, cats don't understand celebrations like we do. The best gift you can give them is peace and predictability in the middle of holiday chaos. Mistake 9. Ignoring signs of hypothermia in outdoor cats. Many owners believe that cats are naturally resistant to cold thanks to their fur. This is only partly true. If your cat has outdoor access, even just for brief periods, you need to know how to recognize signs of hypothermia that are often confused with simple tiredness. When a cat is exposed to temperatures that are too low for too long, their body begins to lose heat faster than it can produce it. The first signs are subtle: light tremors, sudden lethargy, cold ears, and paws to the touch. But many owners simply think the cat is tired after being outside and let them rest without intervening. The problem is that hypothermia can progress rapidly. If left untreated, it leads to muscle stiffness, slowed breathing, and in the most severe cases, loss of consciousness. Elderly cats, very young ones, and short-haired breeds are particularly vulnerable. Prevention is essential. Limit outdoor time when temperatures drop below 5 degrees Celsius. If your cat comes back inside and seems unusually cold, wrap them in a warm, dry blanket, never hot. Offer lukewarm water, not hot, and monitor their body temperature. If you notice intense tremors or abnormal behaviors, contact the veterinarian immediately. Remember, a cat's fur is not infallible protection against frost. Even the most robust felines need your attention and protection when the thermometer drops. Mistake 10. Forgetting to check dangerous winter hiding spots. This is perhaps the most underestimated and potentially fatal mistake. During winter, cats desperately seek sources of heat, and they often find them in the most dangerous places in the house and garage. The most serious risk: car engines. When it's cold, stray cats or even domestic ones with outdoor access slip under the hood of parked cars. The still warm engine becomes an irresistible refuge. But when someone starts the car the next morning without checking, the consequences can be tragic. The moving fan blades can cause extremely serious injuries or instant death. But the dangers don't end there. Inside the house, cats seek warmth near appliances that can become death traps. The dryer is one of the most dangerous. Many cats slip inside when it's still warm, or when the drum is open. If someone loads the laundry without checking and starts the cycle, the result is devastating. Even ovens, recently turned-off dishwashers, and cabinets with heating pipes become attractive but risky hiding spots. A cat can get trapped, suffer burns from contact with hot surfaces, or suffocate in spaces that are too tight and poorly ventilated. The solution requires constant vigilance. Before starting your car in winter, bang hard on the hood or honk the horn for a few seconds. This will give any hidden cat time to escape. Even better, open the hood and check visually, especially if you live in areas with stray cats or if your cat has outdoor access. At home, make it a habit to always check inside the dryer before loading laundry. Keep oven and dishwasher doors closed when not in use. Check cabinets and storage areas where hot pipes run, especially if you notice your cat showing interest in those areas. If you have a garage, make it an off-limits area for your cat. Too many dangers are concentrated in that space. Not only car engines, but also tools, chemicals, and tight spaces where a cat can get trapped without you noticing for hours. These small checks take only a few seconds, but they can literally save your cat's life. Never take for granted that your feline is safe just because they're in the house or in your garage. The instinct to seek warmth in winter is stronger than caution, and it's up to you to create an environment where this instinct doesn't become fatal. Taking care of a cat during winter goes beyond simply keeping them warm. It's about understanding the hidden needs of their body and avoiding those seemingly innocent mistakes that can accumulate and cause serious problems over time. From air humidity to sleep quality, from regular grooming to protecting daily routine, to awareness of hidden toxic dangers, every small gesture counts. Your cat can't tell you in words when something is wrong, but their body is always communicating with you. It's up to you to learn to listen. This winter, make a difference. Correct these 10 common mistakes and give your feline the cold season they deserve. Safe, comfortable, and full of well-being. If this video has opened your eyes to aspects you had never considered, I ask you to do 3 things. First, like this video. It helps the algorithm show these winter cat care tips to more owners who need them. Second, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. We regularly publish content that helps you better understand your cat and improve your relationship, protecting their health in every season. Third, share this video with a friend or family member who has a cat. You could literally help another feline live a healthier and happier winter, avoiding mistakes that could compromise their well-being. And now tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes were you making without knowing it? Are you surprised by any of these tips for protecting cats in winter? Let's talk about it together. Our community is here to learn and grow. Thanks for watching, and remember, your cat counts on you to be their voice. Don't let them down. See you in the next video.